Hello. Hi, something to talk about. How are you? I like your name. They're probably, I'm taking a big chance coming on here because I know some people aren't happy with me, but it's whatever. Um, I think MKB is going to join me. And hopefully have some mods. This is kind of spontaneous. Hold on, I'm looking for my phone. Well, hello, Angela. Wow. I didn't think I'd be seeing. No, you're not blocked. I see you. I see you. That was really nice being in Granny's chat earlier. You guys were very nice. Um, so I want to see if MKB comes in before I start chatting away. How's everyone doing tonight? Aw. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with ever making things better, you know? Like anyone that faults someone for making peace with someone or, apologizing or anything like that. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Hi, my sweet poison. Yeah. Well, she knows I'm on, but I just don't want to get started because I get started and I get on a roll. And then if I get sidetracked, so it kind of throws me off. Oh no, that sucks. My whole body's giving me fits. I hope you're okay. Um, Let me message her again. She might be busy with her child. And I'm a couple minutes early too. Um, but yeah, I don't like that people condemn you for making peace with people. It's a good thing. It's growth. It's doing better. So it's funny when you do that, you get ridiculed and accused of things that you haven't even done. And I get it why you're getting accused of things. So it's like, why not just do it? People push the ugly out of others. They keep pushing and pushing. Hi, Mark. Oh, today your birthday? It's showtime. Is today your birthday? Because we were wishing you happy birthday the other day. But when is it? Is it tonight? Today? Um, oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That really sucks. Something to talk about. I hope you feel better soon. Living with pain is not fun. Last Friday, so what? You get the whole freaking month to celebrate it? One of my daughters does that. She in January's her birthday, and the whole month she's like, "It's my birthday! It's my birthday!" You don't get the whole flippin' month. Last Friday, did you do anything special for it? Did you go and party hardy, Mark? Did you go out drinking with the guys? Did you go to a club and get your groove on? I'm totally in a caller with you guys here. I think he's talking the whole month for his birthday. Yeah. Yep. That's what my daughter does the whole month long. The whole month is dedicated to her. Only Natasha gets a birthday month. No, my daughter said that her whole entire life. It's my birthday every time she wants something for that whole month. It's my birthday. No, it's not your birthday yet. Mark, you don't celebrate birthdays? Just, yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, once you get over what, maybe 30 or something, you're just kind of like, eh. We spend our whole young life trying to grow up, and we spend our whole older life trying to be young again. Hi, Tiffany. I'm sorry, I was reading that. I was reading your comment. I almost said um, something. But yes, peace is definitely a good thing. Definitely. Um, I wanted Broken here and MKB because, like I said, I want to get into some things, and I'm sure they have input. Um, I think you guys heard. Well, I'm just gonna get going. I think you guys heard the other night what was played on MKB's live. CJ had played what Boots was saying about us. I just kind of want to go over that because she's not very nice. And MKB did so much for her. I know that firsthand because I talked to her on the phone. And it's really sad and really sucks to see. Just to, I don't know if she wants attention or what the hell. Hi, Doors. How are you? It's good to see you. Um, but anyway, yeah, I'm so disappointed. And, I hurt for Mama Knows Best because she really got the short end of the stick by being a good friend. Uh, there's a buffet around here, gives discount 60 and above. Yeah, poison. Who would have thought, right? Very interesting. I always cut her slack too. I always cut her slack. Oh yeah, in Wyoming. Wow. Did nothing to her. I just took her wrench away. That was it. And then she started running her fucking mouth. And then when MKB accidentally said her name on Natasha's, she wrote me a big ass paragraph about MKB doxing her. And I'm like, as if it was me. Like she was coming at me as if it was my action. It was very odd. Um, yeah, I know. I really loved her. I really did. Yeah, I can see you. Can you see me? No. Yeah, that was sad. It's disappointing when you really like someone a lot. And I mean, I took a wrench away just for protection because, I know her loyalty lies with voices and I can respect that. But she didn't ask me or say anything. She just blamed on me the fact that MKB was, that she accidentally said her name. And I get it. She was like, trying to gather her thoughts and she just kind of like said it. There was no malicious move there, not at all. Um, so I am going to play. Oh, and by the way, Boots, because I know you're probably going to hear this. Nobody was talking degrading anything about your mental health. Shit, we all have. We're all little knuckin' futs out here, right? So we were just talking about things you've said because You used your mental health to the advantage to get you used it to gain for your own gain. And it's really sad and disappointing to hear you over there being someone who I've never seen running your mouth about us. You want to, oh, her in Wyoming are going to say, they were saying something about getting in a wrestling ring with me and MKB. Like, what the fuck? How old are we? So, Wyoming, what are they trying to say? They want to fight us? Like, how old are we? I don't know about them, but I'm like a mom and a grandma, and yeah, I don't roll that way. I'm not trying to get in a wrestling rink. Like, that's so stupid. I'm saying prayers that CJ. Yeah, I like CJ. I don't know what she's doing. I haven't been listening. I stopped in Jamie's chat last night, and it was really just not the business for me because, I said hello, and there was a couple. I like Jenny's books and vlogs. She's real sweet. She always says hello. Anyone else, they just kind of outcasted me, but I don't care. I mean, it's whatever. I know I didn't do anything. I know I didn't do anything, and I haven't done anything to Jamie, and I'm not like mad at him. I still like him, and I'll keep saying that until he does something to me. I don't agree with a lot of shit he does, but who agrees with, I don't agree with things CJ does, but I like her, you know. Um, I didn't agree with many things that Voices did, but I still liked her until you like someone until you can't. Like, you don't have a choice. They give you no choice but to step away. Um, and I've ignored her for months. I've seen her around the streets and I just ignore her. When she went on Broken's panel, that's something I wanted to play too. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard it, but I think it's important to hear again. Oh, and then, oh, there was a little lash out on Jamie's panel with her, as a matter of fact, and he smoothed it over well. He really did. He just kind of talked over it. But I wanted to play that too because I'm sick of her. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't know who her and Kim think they are, but they're about as nasty as anyone can be. And it's terrible to be so filled with hate, to just live your life to make people feel miserable. Like, who does that? Who wants to wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to trash this person and invest all my energy into it? And like, get a fucking life, do something productive. You just got married, for fuck's sake. Go on a honeymoon without YouTube. Angela, go get a boyfriend or something. Stay with Queen Bee. Do what you like. Stay out of the drama. Like, you're a ticking fucking time bomb. Um, okay, I'm trying to find something. Give me a minute. Because I was prepared. And let me see. All right, so I don't even know what order I have this in. But let me press play and see where I'm at. Angela sent her all my love when you speak to her. Okay, let me see here. Make sure I got the right one before. Hang on. Bear with with me here. You guys, this is so scary. Like, it takes a lot to come up and speak, especially when you know people hate you, you know. But that's their problem. They can spend their energy on me. You know, sometimes you gotta take it as a compliment that you're literally, like you own them. If they're investing so much time and energy into you, it's almost a compliment if it wasn't so gross. I think a lot of people came on YouTube, their anger to get out away from them. Yeah, absolutely, Doors. It's sad, and a lot of people need support and they want to talk about things like real issues in life. And you can't. You can't because people rip you to shreds or they get off on your pain and it's terrible. Um, I don't want, I said it the other night, I don't want to hurt anyone. I've been reevaluating a lot the past couple months. Um, I try to live by do what you can do and then let go of the rest. Because you can't change or force people to do what you want them to do. You can't make them think the way you want them to. And I mean, I have respect for Jessica because I heard her yesterday and I've heard her before. Like she was being compassionate to the moon. She definitely was. She was trying to give her a chance. And that bitch just went off. Like I never went in her chats. I didn't know. I mean, sometimes you just feel when someone's, not I don't want to say. But I knew she was shady. Let's just say that. I knew she was shady and I think Jessica was actually being like empathetic and she really could have got somewhere with her if she was I don't know, so many people on here they can't shut the fuck up. Like use your God-given brain to think before you open your fucking mouth. I mean, I understand if you're like you don't even know these people for them to get such a rise. What Why can't people keep it on YouTube? Why do they have to go real life? Like that's nasty, that's disgusting. I don't understand it. I've never done it. And I can't say I never will. I don't want to think that I ever would, but God, people really push and push and push. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, with To the Moon, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I never said anything. I never I listened to her a couple times and I was like, just something doesn't feel right. Like she didn't even give up a lead up to liking her. Like she was just boom full force. She didn't even try to be shady. She was just boom right out there. I don't know, and it's interesting because I think a lot of people know that she was around here, and I didn't quite catch her name in Granny's chat. I didn't see what her new name is, but I think that people know that she's been around and they don't say anything about what she did. And that's really interesting to me because to go after MKB, oh my God, it's okay though. I mean, all that went down, things happen for a reason. And, it shows you who people are. And that's okay. And out of bad comes good always. So, let me see. Hang on, I can't multitask good, but I'm looking for what I wanted to play because I think we need a little recap of certain things people are saying. If I can find it. See, I'm like nervous, so it's hard to. Let me see. I mean, I think it's awesome when people can get together and be adults. Like, it's awesome. It's cool. That's why I'm not like over here going. I mean, it's sad. It's weird to me with CJ and Jamie because they've both done really bad stuff to each other. But I mean, I'm not going to weigh in on that because that's for them and they have their own lessons to learn, you know. If they can't ever, either one of them can't complain again after, you know, if you invite that person back in that wronged you in a certain way, then the results fall on you after that. Their channels would die. I don't know. I try to see the good in people. I guess I really actually do. I see, but once they start doing stuff, I'm paying attention, although maybe I'm not saying anything or reacting. I'm still seeing it. I'm not an idiot, but I still want to hope the best. And with that said, I got to say this, behind the scenes, nobody knows what's going on. So, what I mean by that is just because somebody isn't hearing me say something to someone, it doesn't mean I'm not. And that probably goes for most. Just because you don't hear me saying it doesn't mean I agree with what they're doing. Oh my God, my daughter keeps texting me. Um, you don't see much good. That's really sad, Mark. Oh, I know. See, you guys should be able to come on here. We should be talking about life, like real situations, things we've been through, supporting each other, caring about each other, not coming in and love bombing and then hating the next minute. And there's a difference between hate bonding and maybe like seeing things differently. Like, you know, I mean, I have not liked voices now for some time. I didn't go run over and do anything. I just ignored her. But then she kept coming over and bothering us. And yeah, so I mean, that wasn't hate. That's not hate bonding right now. Like I'm doing what I want to do. I would love to go visit people when I want and where I want. And to be honest, she seems to be the only one, GW, that is okay with that. To be honest, she's the only one that is okay with that. Because I learned the other night that Jamie wasn't. And he said he was, but then he's, you know, he was shunning anyone that was with MKB. So, and you know, once he says that, it's Bible to them. And maybe even if he apologized, which I think I heard he did, it's still in their heads. Yeah. Yep, Mark. Should be that way, but we're dealing with children out here, not adults. People that like to go real life and hurt people, they get off on it. They bust a nut over it. It's sick and twisted. All right, let me see if this is the one. Hang on, let me check something. I'm noticing, hi Luann. I'm noticing there are people gone that I like, and I heard MKB talking about that. Um, I'm noticing people gone and it's sad. I heard her talking about it earlier. And it's true. Ah, I can't find it. Yeah, Angela needs help. She needs help big time. Well, MKB, you stood me up, girl. So let me. Why can't I find this? Hang on. I'm sorry. I can't remember what I put it under. Oh my god. I like when people can rise above and just be human, you know. We're all human. And like I was saying the other night, like to with me anyway, if anybody here got hurt, whether I liked them or not, I would feel terrible. And I feel like a lot of people out here wouldn't. I feel like a lot of people out here would literally be happy. And that right there makes me sick. And those are things I think about, like when I when I like someone, like that's how I determine if someone has a heart, I guess. If I feel like they're being malicious or if they're just ignorant or I don't know. But I can see a lot of people on here that genuinely have a heart, even if they're doing bad stuff. And then there's the ones that straight up have a hard heart and like to hurt others. And they like to call people out when they're doing way worse, way worse. Nasty, they're doing nasty real life shit. And they'll get theirs. Okay, I found what I want to play. It's several clips. Okay, so here is Voices going off on Broken Justice on her panel. I know you guys have heard this, but like I said, we need a refresher here. So I got a couple clips of her being very kind. Let's just say that. Here. I mean, people react to things differently. I don't know. Honey, and you are not going to get a terrorist. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. Y'all saw that you held me terroristically hostage by promoting to have my goddamn brother on this panel. Okay, let me stop right there. Did you guys hear her? She was saying that we were having her brother, we were being terrorists by having her brother on. My recollection is that Mandy was gonna have a whatever interview with her brother. What did that have to do with us? Like she just wants to put blame wherever. So anyway, somehow she got that in her head. She just wow. She reaches for things to excuse her explosion that's about to come. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to say that because we had no part of that. We don't know her brother. We weren't plotting to interview him. I believe it was Mandy. So anyway, here's voices.
I get it. So 6 months later, you don't have to be. No, Broken Justice. Shut the fuck up. Broken Justice.
What?
Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Jesus,
This
goddamn
is
Christ.
my channel.
She's on her channel telling her to shut the fuck up. Could you imagine? Who does that? Who would do that? Okay, I'm going to play more.
You're not going to talk to me like that.
Good
Well,
for
then
her.
would you
You're
let
not.
somebody fucking speak?
I'm trying to
Go on your own fucking channel and be your ugly, nasty self because you really like to do it on everyone else's. So they get the backlash for it. Do it on your own fucking channel. What? How long is it going to take? Oh boy. Hi, Kelly. You're going to have a blow up. You're a ticking time bomb. It's going to happen on Queen Bee, and it's not a good look for her channel. Like, do you not think that she has people watching you over here? Do you forget that the world hears you when you open your big fucking mouth?
understand where you're coming from.
Well, then
Don't
shut
talk
up
to
and
me
let
like
me
that.
speak, and I'll tell you.
Don't talk to me like that.
Woo woo. Good for you, Broken.
Do not. I will give you a chance to speak, but do not talk to me like that.
Well, Jesus,
Because I
fucking
cried
Christ,
tears for
look
you
at that.
today. Don't. I cried tears for you
this is-
today
this
because
is
of the
getting
situation
too
you're
much.
going through.
This is getting I don't give two fucks. You are.
Oh, you don't?
absolutely-
So she's telling her that I cried tears for you today. Broken saying that to Voices. And she's like, I don't give two fucks. Remember, she's on her panel. Whoops. Hang on.
That's so funny. I mean, I'm trying to give you. I am going to give you a
Y'all
chance
just
to talk.
stop.
Don't
Y'all
tell
stop.
me to
It's
shut
not
up.
getting nowhere. We was up
You
here
know what?
because of one person. You are the
One
dumb
person.
cunt everybody says
What?
that you are. You
We're
are
supposed to
the
be up
dumb
here
cunt.
for.
You are the dumb cunt everybody says you are. Have a
What?
good
No,
fucking
I'm
night.
not. Why are you talking to me like that?
So then she dips out. You are the dumb cunt that everyone says you are. I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't know anybody that would say you. Who talks like that? Okay, so on to the next.
You're like when you live in fucking -30.
Okay, so this was on Jamie's panel not a few days ago, this past week. Okay, nobody's ever said anything about this. I don't know if anyone else caught it. They just don't want to address it, but I will here.
In the middle of fucking winter, and you see some motherfucker sleeping in the street. I don't know where the fucking pile the fucking talking to, but I live in very minus cold fucking weather. Well, so do I. So do I.
Hold on, let me say. Some girl was on Jamie's panel talking about how cold it was where she lives and the cold weather, and this was Voice's response to that.
Hey, so you're gonna give money to people on the internet and not people in a minus cold weather. Yeah, it's getting a split spot like it. I don't know who the fuck this cunt is, but she about
Thank you so much, too.
So she just said, she said, like, and I don't know who this cunt is. Like, keep the nasty with you. And he handled it very well. He just kind of, whatever.
10 for the $10 super cash app donation.
Super chat.
Like, that poor girl gets attacked on someone else's panel. Okay, so there's Voices. She's attacking Broken Justice on her panel. Here's Voices attacking, calling cunt to some nice person on Jamie's panel that was talking about the weather, and she gets pissed at her because you don't know how the fuck cold it is here for me. Who the fuck cares? Like, pick your battles. Who cares? So yeah, I don't know. I don't think she behaves like that on her panel anymore. She saves it for everyone else so they can get the heat for it. Okay, next.
I sent you the Kim, I sent you the link to.
Hold on, that's not the right one. Let me find it.
I mean, people react to things differently.
All right, hang on.
Didn't you? I said.
Now this was on Queen Bee's. This was when this was on Queen Bee's panel, and they were asking her about I guess they just came off of Jessica's panel hearing her say what she said about the you know, with her in bed and then the raw dogging thing. So she went straight on to Queen Bee's panel, and one of the ladies there was addressing her. And here's that. Hold on.
I said.
No, you said you didn't say it though.
She said you didn't say it. She's addressing Voices saying, I heard you say it and then you said it again. So you're saying you didn't say it and then you said it again on Jessica's panel. So the ladies on Queen Bee is saying, you said you didn't say it.
You didn't say it a couple of years ago. Someone else said it, and that you said it for the first time too.
Natasha Cooper is the one who fucking said it. I repeated it.
Woo! So she so badly wanted to trip, but I guess she remembered where she was. And I know Queen Bee won't tolerate that. You know, and she's just like me. Like she's like me in the aspect of she wants to see the best in her. And, you know, Angela can contribute a lot of good when she's being good. But when the bad outweighs the good, you got to say bye-bye. Now let's get to Sweet Boots. Let's get to Sweet Boots.
Didn't you also say she's fan-evading?
Hang on, give me a minute. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat.
Okay. Boots is standing up for the community's integrity. In a moment, last December.
How long ago?
Okay, so
9 hours ago.
So this was a couple days ago when CJ was on Broken's panel. I believe it was Broken Justice. Anyway, so I'm just going to play it again. We're just remembering how sweet Boots is.
Okay, who am I, you guys? I'm going to show you guys.
He's just about to come on.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Look, I'm Pastor Bill.
Maybe. Make one of me and Wyoming so we can go against the 3 band invaders.
Oh God.
I don't have enough time for all of that tonight, just because
I'll do that for you tonight, Boots.
we're Mills focused tonight. Just because
But Boots, I thought you wanted to be friends with MKB again.
yeah.
No.
No,
No.
I heard otherwise.
Who told you that?
You know, I just heard it through the grapevine.
I think Mama Knows Best was saying that out of her own mouth too. I think it's calling her.
Okay.
Well,
you need to
okay.
find your
Well, you know, Boots, you can support anyone you want.
Email him and said to me like, MTV needs her StreamYard back, so I fucking unblocked her, called her to help her fucking get her StreamYard back, and then she goes live and throws me under the bus again. I'm like, you dumb bitch, I never should even give you your damn StreamYard back.
Throws you under the bus.
She's calling her a dumb bitch, and this woman has given her hours and hours of her private, personal time, energy. She's been there to hold her hand when she goes live. She's been accommodating her because MKB's so nice and she cares. And to hear these ugly things out of her mouth, and I gotta say too, she keeps saying the ban evading thing. Well, why the fuck did you start a channel with her and now you want to try to shut her down? Like, how does that work? Because you got Angela and Kim in your ear? You'll never ever, Boots, meet someone like MKB. She would have done anything for you. Shame on you. That's gross. You know, you're a very smart woman. You're very smart. You're a lot smarter than many out here. And what you're doing is wrong, and you know it is. The things you're saying, the nasty that's coming out of your mouth lately, wow. Wow. Very disappointing. I don't for 1 minute think she lacks in the intelligent department. And I've been around her enough to see that. And I've also talked to MKB privately enough to know how much she cared about her and how much she invested in her. So, yeah, be careful where you put your energy, you guys. Hold on. Let me see what else I got. These are things I want to address, and it's hard when you go on someone else's panel. You don't want to take over and, you know.
Hush. I want to hear what she's saying, y'all. Yes, she did.
Hang on.
Yes, she did. I mean, just to be very clear, responsibility. She took zero responsibility. And that's what broke our friendship up. And Kim and Crafty were in a vulnerable position.
Oh, she's talking. Okay, so this wasn't that long ago. Angela's talking about, God damn, that phone call, man. That phone call. How I feel really bad for MKB. She's like minding her own business, innocently doing her thing. And here come these people, for God knows why, make her into this and gaslight people into thinking that she's this bad person, and she's so not. She's so not. She doesn't have motive. She's not calculating at all. These people, they are.
In a moment, last December, when Kim and Crafty were in a vulnerable position and MKB was the panel host, she was the only one that has the ability to mute everyone. She said, hush, hush, hush.
No, you have the ability to mute yourself. How do we twist that around and believe? Listen, I was there. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what's true. But in retrospect, I believe that it was a setup. I believe it was a setup because of what they're doing to her now. And so it's not that I flip-flopped, it's that more things are coming out and I'm putting pieces together. But I don't know what happened that night. That's why I was the one that said shh, because I was trying to hear what the fuck. She was off in a distance. I couldn't hear it. It didn't sound that clear. I think that I got this off of what Jessica played because she somehow, I don't know, it was loud and you could hear it. But when we were actually on, we couldn't hear. We could not hear. We didn't know what was going on. And so I took a screenshot as she said, I can't even remember now what happened, but I took a screenshot because I was trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. And she was going, shut it down. So I grabbed a screenshot so I could like look and try to put the pieces together. And then voices start saying that I'm doing all the shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay. Use your true crime mind for true crime. It doesn't pertain to me. You know, I'm not out here trying to pull anything over anyone's eyes. So there's that. Like she went and told Kim, and this is when Kim started feeling a certain way about me, because voices went and told her, oh, Andrea took a screenshot. And what? I did something with it? Have you guys seen it? because that's really interesting because I haven't done anything. I don't have it anymore. It was for me to look at because she's like, shut it down, shut it down. So I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? So I took a screenshot, one screenshot, trying to put pieces together because we couldn't hear. And it's still being talked about. And Kim is, that's where her, whatever, that's when she started being a bitch to me. And I believe it's because Angela was in her ear telling her to, I don't know what she convinced her that I did something with it. I'm not sure. But I don't do that. Like with private stuff, yeah, I might like for my own something to look at it for whatever reason. I screenshot a lot of shit. I just do all the time. That doesn't mean I have intent. That's just me. I do with a lot of shit in my life. And so it's funny to be accused of things when you haven't done it. And also what's interesting is that since she's told her that, that's when Kim accused me of sending out the private chat from Jamie's mod group. Really? Like, like, so I think she has that in her head. Now these are paranoid people. How do you accuse someone of doing shit that they've never done? Or they don't have a past or history of releasing anything private. But I'm telling you, like, that's not who I am. That's not how I roll. But if they keep fucking pushing me and accusing me, like, don't pull the ugliness out of me. Don't do it, because that's not who I am and I don't want to be that way. But I get how people pull you to a point of having to defend yourself, you know? Anyway, I just want my voice and opinion to be heard. And I hear they're going after us to, you know, whatever with the channels. Have fun. Have fun with that. It's okay because you'll get yours. And, you know, the nasty stuff that Kim and Angela do, nobody compares to that at all. Did I see it? Did I sit by her? I wasn't condoning it. I was telling her behind the scenes that no, it's not okay. And I don't know if anyone ever heard me, but I shut things down when someone starts getting like that. I don't condone it, never have. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. But it took me a little bit because I wanted to see the good. And there is. She does have a lot of good in her. She has a lot of good in her. But when there comes a point where the nasty outweighs the good, you got to say goodbye. And that's where I got when I was ready to just ignore her. But then when she went up on Broken's panel and she's saying all the shit about me after that night, it's like if I can't control it or control people, I'm going to have a fucking little tantrum like a kid. And then she runs her disgusting mouth and just anything goes. It's a free for all. That's not how you can be in real life. And she obviously can control it because she's on Queen Bee's controlling it. Now the clip I just played for you, she was losing it at that moment. She was starting to go off on someone there. And it's just a matter of time because she eventually will. But I believe she totally can control it. And in my opinion, she should just stay the hell over there. I don't know why keeps coming back and I gotta be here like every it's so funny. Oh, I was told I need to be here and I heard I got to do this and I got to do that, and nobody's calling for you. You're in your own head. You're telling yourself you're needed, and you're not. Anyway, let me look at some of these comments. Last time I heard MKB was excited her channel was doing good. Yeah, Doors. I know. Like, MKB has a genuine heart. She really does. And she would have done anything for Boots. And Boots really lost a good, true, invested friend. She really did. And, you know, everyone that's right there sitting by her side right now, they don't have a personal relationship with her. They don't know what the daily hours and hours of conversations and time, they don't know things she's done. And the reason they were talking about her mental health was because she was using things for monetary gain. Like she was asking them for things all the time. She was asking Broken Justice to buy her things. And then they both backed her in a corner and said, and that's when she said, do you want to see my child? Because they were questioning her. And why the fuck would she give $1,500 to a stranger but ask her friends for money? That doesn't make sense to me. Normally, I would say it's none of my business, but the way she's turned out to be and how she's hurt my friend, fuck that. Boots is a bitch. All those times I called you Boots bitch out of just laughter and fun and silliness, you really fucking turned out to be a bitch, Boots. Shame on you. You'll never find a friend like that again. I'm blessed having. Yeah. She's a good person. She only sees the good in people. So she needs someone like Broken around her and me. And, you know, maybe that's her lesson out here, is to learn to be stronger and to stand up for herself and not be so nice. I know, Mark, you and Cheryl are BFFs. She wanted. Oh, really? Something to talk about, really? Every day since the day I met her, she wanted me to buy her something every day. Could you elaborate a little bit, please? See, and that's what I think is important, is for people to talk about this, because how does one person know that this particular person's asking that person or this person if they're not talking about it? So look at that. You're someone she asked for things, to buy things. The Christmas with Natasha, she bought her gifts. She bought her other little girl self gifts. And plus someone gave her $100. And then Broken, she asked all the time to buy her things straight up. And now you're saying that. So there must, I would bet you any money that there's other people out there. And that's why it needs to be talked about. But are they going to say anything to her? No, they're going to keep coddling her when she's smarter than a lot of people out here. Plot twist, she's the scammer. She got us all. What did she ask you to buy her, and when? I wonder how many people she talks to behind the scenes and asks for things. Jamie, if you're listening to this, I would love if you asked her. I mean, you guys always want to keep it real, right? Talking about truths and people scamming and all that stuff. I would love if you asked her. Ask her how much she asked people out here to buy her things. When someone says, do you want me to talk to my toilet? Mark. Yeah, but MKB, she's nice. She's like innocent. She's like sweet. She only sees the good. Okay. She would ask me to buy her a video game or squishies for her little one, or the laptop, and bug me every day. I got to where I didn't even want to talk to her at all because that's all she was talking about was you buying her stuff. Oh, yeah. That's you, girl. I forgot. And she was asking other people for a laptop. Yeah, well, meanwhile, she was giving $1,500 to Tucker, right? Mark. So I wonder how much stuff she made out with. I wonder what she got shoved under that bed. I don't know, Boots. You've turned out to be really ugly. A really ugly person in the inside. You'll never ever, and mark my words, you'll never find anyone out here that would have been a friend to you like MKB. And so help me God, because I know MKB is so sweet, she would take her back. She would. Because that's how she is. She's forgiving and loving and cares about people. But nobody's going to tolerate her the way that MKB did. She'd call her in the middle of the night. She'd be right there for her. Like MKB watches her grandkids all the time, and she has a child of her own. But she was there for Boots. Yes, she definitely is so done with it. Yes, definitely better off. And that's what I'm saying. Like, out of bad comes good. We got to focus on that. So, with that said, I'm going to go night-night. It feels good to get your feelings out, because there's so many things you want to say while they're going on, and you can't. And it's hard. And everybody needs to remember they have a voice, and they can, clearly everyone here has a channel, and you can speak. Utilize that voice. I don't think MKB would take her back now after everything she said. I mean, to be honest, I do. I really do, because her heart is good. I think that if she called her, and she'd still be her friend, because she's forgiving, and she doesn't come with ill intent. Aw. Okay, Poison. Good night. Sleep good. All right, you guys. Well, good night, everyone, and I'll see you around, and stay true to you. Doesn't matter what anyone else says or thinks. As long as you're not hurting anyone along the way, you do you. Oh, thank you, Doris. I'm glad I got to see you. All right, you guys. Good night.